Welcome back. In your vote tonight, Indiana's delegates to the Democratic National Convention described the atmosphere as exciting and energetic. News 8's government reporter Garrett Berquist talked to some Indy area delegates as they prepare to nominate Vice President Kamala Harris for president.
I talked to two first-time convention delegates. Both tell me everyone they talked to is excited to support Vice President Harris for the presidency. Delegates say the month since President Joe Biden dropped out of the election has been a whirlwind.
Well, it changed things a lot because we were all bounded delegates through President Biden. But after he dropped out, we became unbounded. So even though Vice President Harris was the transition period, transition candidate, we were not automatically committed to her, right? So we had to, we were open. We could have voted for whoever we wanted to, but 99% of the delegates voted for vice president, so it was pretty easy.
Harris consolidated support among delegates across the country almost immediately. Indiana's delegates say that's led to tremendous excitement at the convention.
I have yet to run into anyone who's disappointed in the decision that's been made and her being the top pick, particularly women and people of color. It is super exciting as a woman, as a mother, as a stepmother to see someone who's like me.
I mean, it's just electric. I talk to people that have never seen anything like this in the convention they've been to since 2008, right? As long as my time I've been involved politically, I've never seen a candidate with as much excitement as she's had the last month and a half.
Biden, vice presidential candidate Tim Walz, and Harris all are scheduled to speak at the convention this week. Roberts and Potter both say they want to hear how each plans to unite the country in the months ahead.
I love hearing their message and what they have to say. And really, it's going to be exciting to see the energy and feel the energy from everyone else who are there to listen to them. I'm very, very, very excited to hear them speak.
Party conventions also are a networking opportunity. Potter is running for a county council seat, so she says she hopes to get campaign advice from current office holders while she's there. I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
Garrett, thank you. Our Washington correspondent Julia Benbrook joins us live now from the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Julia, what can we expect to hear from the president tonight when he officially passes the torch to Vice President Kamala Harris?
Well, Phil, we know that President Joe Biden spent his weekend at Camp David working on this speech, and it's going to be a much different speech than he was expecting to give as the nominee just a few weeks ago. We've also learned that his daughter, Ashley Biden, is going to be. Lady Jill Biden will speak before that. President Joe Biden is set to take the stage for a historic handoff on opening night of the Democratic National Convention. The 81-year-old exited the race just a few weeks ago after members of his own party questioned his ability to lead for another term.
I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
He quickly endorsed his vice president, Kamala Harris, the new nominee. Biden will set the stage for the convention on night one. He's expected to lay out his argument for Harris, describe the record they've achieved together, and stress the need to defeat former President Donald Trump.
He's going to call on Americans tonight to defend democracy one more time in November by voting for his close governing partner, Vice President Harris and Governor Walz.
This evening's program will put a focus on Biden's decades-long political career. When asked about his mission, the president didn't mince words.
What's your message to Democrats on Monday night?
Win.
And momentum does appear to be building since Biden left the race. Recent polling shows Democratic enthusiasm for a race between Harris and Trump now stands at 85%, a huge jump from 46% in June before Biden dropped out. And in the month since Harris became her party's standard bearer, she's effectively erased the polling and fundraising gaps that Biden faced, reflecting voters' desire for another candidate and how quickly she's hit the ground running. Harris is expected to be in the audience tonight when Biden addresses the crowd. Reporting live in Chicago, Julia Benbrook, Wish TV.
And we will have that speech live here on Wish TV. Julia, thank you very much.